in order to be able to walk into a room and notice there's a problem without being explicit is part of taking ownership of yourself and knowing what you're capable of doing. And that lies in taking ownership of your own education. And I think that started the day I walked on campus.
Cass schools were started at a time where there was a big conversation happening in our city around the skills gap. There was the Talent Pipeline Task Force that showed that there were certain critical industries in our city that were unable to find skilled workers. So that would have been like tech, health, bioscience, engineering, manufacturing. And so a committee was formed specifically for the formation of CAST, which included business leaders, civic leaders, education leaders, and workforce leaders. And we actually traveled all around the country kind of studying this idea of what would it look like to create experiential learning or access to high quality apprentice style learning at a younger age so that students could sort of kick the tires and be exposed to these fields, but also have kind of a very intentional staircase into some of these jobs should they so choose.
The approach that was different in forming CAST was that a lot of times you might have a program developed within an individual district, a pathway, or even a school. And a lot of times the school would be constructed by the educational experts, the program would be designed, and then they might go to industry and say, okay, folks, now we need you to provide some experiential learning opportunities in the form of mentorships, internships, guest speakers, but they didn't involve them in the design process of the school to get them their voices heard early on. And I think that's really what's different about CAST. And it's really the reason why the industry partners continue to be very involved and engaged to this day, because they have a sense of ownership about the CAST schools because they helped to design them.
I don't know of any other high school where the community feels like they built the high school. You know, we're used to, big top-down bond initiative. School district says we need another high school because this neighborhood's growing, boom, we build it. This was not like that. This was the community holding up its hand saying we need this. A private investor and philanthropist in both corporately, HEB and Charles Budd as an individual, and his resources along with others making it happen. You have a sense of pride and personal connection, member by member by member across Tech Block, and a love for this high school that I think is really, really unique.
When we envisioned this school, we wanted to be where the action was happening. And so I'm so excited that it's at Fox Tech in downtown, a few blocks away from the tech district, so that our children have access to job shadowing and internship opportunities. When you look at the fact that our children that are coming into Cass Tech, they're not tested in. They accept any child, it's all through lottery. It's really children that are interested in the technology industry or an industry that supports technology. And it's students from all over the city, from all over the county.
Honestly, in the beginning, I was completely shut down. I didn't want to try and be the new girl again, because me growing up as a military brat, I've been the new girl every few years. San Antonio honestly feels the most home to me out of all the places I've been to growing up. And I want to say it's because of the community that Cass Tech built. From the second they opened their doors, they welcomed us with open arms. They told us that we could be whatever we wanted to be. They just wanted us to feel like this was our second home.
The importance of student voice and agency is actually a critical part of their education. That's what keeps them interested in school. That's what makes them feel like they're part of the school and that they matter. One example of that would be the development of our user experience pathway. That actually came after our inaugural year, with students doing research in the classrooms when we thought we were going to provide graphic design. But when they saw UX, UI, and what that was about, they're like, wait a minute, why aren't we doing that here?
We are putting the decision-making into the hands of young people so that when they leave us, they're capable adults. They can make all kinds of decisions. And this is a real flip from how sort of traditional education is done. I think that is our biggest form of quality control also, because if you really want to know what's working in a school, ask the young people.
Cass is interesting because you're growing your personal self while you're growing your career. You're making hiccups along the way, but part of life is to take ownership of your mistakes and of your accomplishments.
One thing that makes Cass Tech so unique is our partnerships with the different businesses in the area. It was one of the things that drew me to coming here, is to be able to have that voice from the people who we're going to send our students out into the workforce with. We talk to them sometimes and just to get ideas of how is the math that I'm teaching used in their workforce. And it really builds on the student agency as far as wanting to work and wanting to learn the material that I'm teaching.
One of the most powerful experience or interactions I've ever had with a student was a young lady that very first year, and this was a student who was struggling on a lot of fronts before she got to the Cass School, and the principal, Melissa Akala, was going above and beyond to make sure she had everything from clothing and food and all sorts of things. And I remember her saying, this place makes me feel important, and I've never felt important before. And wow, what an amazing thing. Because what's most important for a student to be able to realize their fullest potential is a belief in themselves and that confidence that yes, you are important and you matter.
In our country, there's a lot of different types of schools: private schools, independent schools, charter schools. They all have value, but we wanted to have the maximum impact, and we felt like partnering with public school districts that serve the majority of children and are really a foundational democratic institution would have the greatest community impact. We now have 5 schools. Cass Tech serves the tech industry as well as business. Cass STEM is an engineering high school with pathways in manufacturing, energy, and logistics. Cass Med High School prepares students for medicine, public health, and biomedical research. Cass Lead High School trains leaders in hospitality, retail, and e-commerce. And the Pre-K through 12 Advanced Learning Academy joined our network because of a shared set of values around learning focused on real-world problem solving.
Cass Tech offered real-world learning. This school introduced us to the business world. They wanted us to be realistic with the things that we wanted to do. They gave us certifications and so many opportunities to help us build connections with people that could help us in the future. And that's something that I didn't think a school would be able to do for me.
Graduating as an inaugural class means you turned someone's idea, someone's vision into reality. And I think the next couple years is when you'll really start to see the vision that our founders, our shareholders, or our network are really gonna see the fruits of their labor.
fabulous graduation.
No matter what path you are taking forward, know that Cass Tech is proud of you.
This is a special day for a lot of you. It's the beginning of, your next step. It's the beginning of your future, as they say, the first day of the rest of your life.
Hey graduates, we just want to let you know how excited we are that you finished up your Cass Tech career and you're graduating. You've worked so hard and it's been so much fun to get to know you and work with you all year long. So good luck in the future. Congratulations.
Congrats, guys!
Congratulations, Cass Tech seniors. Y'all did it.
Woo! Hello, class of 2021. We are so honored that we were able to be a part of your educational journey. You have made it. Congratulations. We wish you all the luck on all your future endeavors. Congratulations.
2021. We're very proud of you and all that you've achieved. We look forward to what you are going to accomplish next. And from everyone at Cass Tech, we just want to say,
Congratulations.
Felicidades a todos los estudiantes de la clase de 2021 y ¡felicidades!
Class of 2021, are you ready? So excited for you as you get ready to launch into your real dreams and your real future. Best of luck and continue to be courageous. Yay!
3, 2, 1.
Toodaloo!
You know, one of the things that makes me so excited about our district is how far along we've come. In the last year that we had testing, our district had the highest achievement gains of any district in the state of Texas. And then what I love is that not only have our graduation rates have been rising, we have one of the lowest dropout rates now ever in our district's history. So whether it's getting certificates at the community colleges, getting associate degrees, we have the highest percentage now of our graduating seniors attending four-year universities. We've doubled our scholarships from $50 million to over $100 million just last year, and we're in a record pace this year already. Our community just passed the largest bond referendum in the city's history. And what that's gonna do is it's gonna put us on a path where every one of our classrooms will be modernized so that our children can flourish. When I look at already some of the projects that are being finished right now, especially with our high schools, I can't wait for our children to come and see them. You know, one of the things that I know that we're very proud of in this community is our schools. And we've tripled the number of our A and B schools, and we've expanded our dual language programs into 60 of our schools. We have fine art offerings and investments we've made so that 100% of our children have access to fine arts. Our children are able to get high school credit in middle school, they're able to get college credit while they're still in high school. You know, we want our children to be excited about school. So for example, we have now pathways for construction, for engineering, for aerospace, for cybersecurity, for healthcare. And so whatever that dream that your child has, we have more opportunities for them to be able to really reach their dreams. There's so much pride here in our district. We have so much history. I mean, we are the original district of the city of San Antonio. So what we're seeing is that our children are graduating, they're better prepared. One of the things we talk about is that when we support our students, there's no limit to their potential. There's no limit to how high they can achieve.
You may be seated. Good evening. My name is Dr. Melissa Alcala, principal of Cass Tech High School. On behalf of the faculty of Cass Tech, I welcome everyone to our special celebration of the graduating class of 2021. Thank you all for being here today. The faculty, staff, and administration of Cass Tech thanks you for helping us make this year's graduation ceremony special. Our graduates have worked extremely hard for 4 years and have met the requirements set forth by the Texas Education Agency. This is one of the most important accomplishments to date in these young adults' lives. To all of those who are here today, thank you for being here to share in this very special moment. Thank you for helping us make this event safe for everyone. Most importantly, thank you for showing your respect to these graduates by acknowledging their success tonight with applause. We thank you in advance for your help and cooperation in making graduation 2021 a dignified and memorable celebration. The Pledge of Allegiance and the pledge to the Texas flag will be presented by Jason Salazar. Will the audience please rise for the national anthem, Pledge of Allegiance, and pledge to the Texas flag.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please keep your hand over your heart for the Texas pledge. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible. Please be seated. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the Board of Education, Superintendent Martinez, administration, staff, and faculty of our Cass Tech High School, we welcome you to the 2021 commencement exercises. It is my privilege at this time to introduce our platform guest. Pedro Martinez, Superintendent of Schools. Arthur V. Valdez, SAISD Board, Vice President, District 4. Leticia Ozuna, SAISD Board Trustee, District 3. Sarah Sorensen, SAISD Board Trustee, District 1. Ed Garza, SAISD Board Trustee, District 7. Patricia Salzman, Deputy Superintendent. Mohammed Chaudhary, Associate Superintendent and Talent Officer. Angelica Romero, Assistant Superintendent, Office of Innovation. Gene Russell, Executive Director of the Cass Network. Brett Pyatt, Industry Board Member of the Cass Network. It is my honor to introduce my fellow students on the stage this evening. Nathan Casares. Elena Aristides Chavez. James Goldblatt. Fernando Garcia. Thomas Gossman, and Hezron Perez. Throughout this evening, my fellow students will be facilitating graduation and sharing our experiences as the inaugural class of Cass Tech. I now introduce to you Nathan Casares, who will share tonight's address to community.
Good evening, everyone. I'd first like to thank my mother. Without her patience and support in dealing with my energetic personality every morning before school, I would not have the courage to stand before you all today. Now, on behalf of the class of 2021, it is my honor to welcome all faculty, friends, family, and distinguished guests here today to the first commencement ceremony of Cass Tech High School. Before we graduate and share our stories, we must first recognize the most encouraging individuals with us tonight. We must take this moment to thank you, the parents and guardians of these students, for believing in your children, for pushing them, for guiding them during times such as these, to this ceremony tonight. Can I have all graduates stand? Please turn towards your families and applaud them for their support. Thank you. You may now be seated. We are finally here, the moment we have all dreaded and awaited for so long. As a group, no, I should say as a family, we did indeed start from the very bottom. Now we are here. Just think about how far we have come individually and as a class. We all have grown right alongside the creation of CAST. Our trials and tribulations were tough, but our conviction, commitment, constancy, and will to succeed is what helped us overcome our obstacles and got us this far. I congratulate you all on this honor. You are truly the best of the best. Enjoy yourself, and remember, the bonds you create and the trust you build all impact the path you take to the future. Graduates, we are all destined for greatness. We all have the capabilities and potential to make a difference in the world. I just ask that you all follow your passion and make your dreams into reality. Though it may be cyber, we are all still knights. Knights were an example of what strength, honor, integrity, and courage looked like in medieval times. To be knighted was one of the highest honors that could be bestowed upon a person, and therefore a dream for all young men and women throughout time. You have served proudly and honorably, my fellow knights. Please continue to serve your kingdom well. There's a well-known proverb, it takes a village to raise a child. This idea draws us back to the meaning of community and how important it is to get support from others for helping to raise a child. We benefit from being around different people and learning from other adults. As we part ways with priceless knowledge given to us by our most cherished teachers, I'd like to give a few words of wisdom from a well-renowned street poet and philosopher, Drake. Cass Tech, do you love me? Are you riding? Say you'll never ever leave from beside me. 'Cause I want you and I need you. I'll be down for you always. Thank you. I'll now introduce to you Elena Edisudis Chavez, who will address the spirit of the class of 2021.
Thank you, Nathan, for the introduction. And thank you to the students, teachers, parents, and staff who have made these 4 years everything that they were. If it wasn't obvious before, today we are gathered here for a tremendous occasion. May I have a round of applause for the class of 2021. About 2, maybe 3 weeks ago, I was tasked with bringing the spirit of the class to the podium. Now, I'll be completely honest with you all. When writing this speech, I was at a loss of words. What could I say that could capture the 2021 senior class? Well, lucky for me, you all did most of the work. Instead of stating my own words to inspire you, I'll simply reiterate yours. I asked the class of 2021 on a variety of platforms the simple question, what inspires you? Here's what you all had to say. What inspires me the most is a person's drive. Something that inspires me is a person's initiative and determination. I am inspired by music, family, friendship, culture, love, and possibility. Accomplishments such as Andrea Torres' Quest Bridge full ride scholarship to Caltech, Fernando Garcia's esports scholarship to Texas A&M, and so much more are testaments to the world of possibilities that are now at our doorsteps. We as a class have raised over $5.6 million and counting just in scholarship money. We visited 4 countries across the seas, 10 states throughout the US, and I don't know if it's just me, but that's really awesome. This leads me back to the question, what inspires you? At times, I too find myself pondering the answer to this question. Though one thing's for certain, what inspires the Cass Tech graduating class of 2021 the most is us. I'll admit it. Perhaps it's a tad cheesy, but after reading through all the responses I got, it was like a train with epiphany written on the side of it hit me. We are a student body that takes initiative. We are a family full of music, culture, and everlasting friendships. Above all, we are a class that recognizes new prospects and turn them into a window for success. There will be times where you may feel unmotivated, unsure, or alone. We all have at some point. Though I can assure you, it is the qualities of a Cass Tech student that allow us to persevere. My only advice is to hold no reservations in the face of the unknown and to embrace change as it comes and goes. Today is our day to celebrate, but tomorrow, who knows what could happen? The possibilities are endless, and it's up to us to make them what they will. Congratulations to the inaugural class of 2021. Be inspired. I now introduce you to Jean Russell, who will share an address on behalf of the Cass Network.
Good evening. My name is Jean Russell, and I am the Executive Director of the 5-school Cass Network. Cass Tech was our first school, our flagship. You are our first students. 4 years ago, we were so excited to welcome you to Cass Tech High School. We had a big dream of a high-tech school that would connect you to the city's very best jobs, offering you access to a good life while bettering the community. But our dream was not only about jobs. It was built on our faith in young people and the idea that if we could create a place of opportunity for you to test your ideas and determine your purpose, we could leave the rest up to you. And that, y'all, is what you did. Each one of you made a choice to come here. Through that act and many, many other brave acts since then, you breathed life into this school and made that dream real. Not to mention that you have managed to create something magical during a global pandemic. That's what we like to call student voice and agency. We are living through a very strange time in our country's history. Sometimes it seems like if someone makes money, it does not matter how they did it, they are still admired. Sometimes the loudest voices seem to win. Despite those obstacles, you all, together with your teachers, the staff, and your principal, have built a culture that I've heard many of you refer to as a family. Just like family, it's not perfect, but what you have created in your school is like something I have not seen at any other school. It is a culture where you push yourselves to be your best, to be better, and you also push each other. Your accomplishments are many. To name a few, just last week, a team of e-gamers went to Boston to compete nationally. Several of you earned state recognition in Speak Up, Speak Out. You routinely dominate Cyber Patriot competitions. But what is magical is how you have created a place that is supportive and where you value everyone's unique gifts and contributions. You lift each other up. You understand how to work as a team and to take turns leading. Here at Cass Tech, Jason took ownership of his learning and his life. TJ discovered how her voice can make a difference. Nathan proved what one person can accomplish through hard work and the right kind of support. Fernando has created a plan to come back and mentor the next generation of e-gamers. Jonathan became the voice of Cass Tech and pitched an entire marketing plan to our Cass network. I lost track of how many of you told me so proudly of how you helped community members do their taxes, and Danny even won an award for that work. Never underestimate the value a creative problem solver brings to any situation, or a helper, and every one of you has a story like that. Each one of you who has reached for your dream here, and every dream has value, has helped make this school what it is. What is so powerful is how you value each other and how you come together. Your freshman year, Lorenzo Gomez, a local author and technology leader, spoke to you about his book Cilantro Diaries and advised you to form a personal board of directors. Like nonprofits or businesses, people can have a board of directors. These are people in your life who you can turn to when you need something, advice, a shoulder to lean on or cry on, a job contact. They can be friends, mentors, but they must be people who you know will always have your back and who will tell you the truth in a way that will help you. My final thoughts to you are, number one, remember that each one of you has gifts. Number two, always care about something more than yourself, whether it is your family, your community, the planet, something else, because that sense of purpose will keep you motivated when things get rough. And thirdly, you all are part of something special here, your CAST family. Make sure one of your friends is part of that personal board of directors. Stay connected to us and to each other through the alumni network. As you leave this special place that you created together, each one of you, the pioneering, trailblazing class of Cass Tech will carry a bit of it with you. Go out and do great things, but never at the expense of your humanity. Support each other. Ask for help. Fix this beautiful, broken world with your brilliant ideas, your goodness, and your leadership. Thank you. And I will now introduce to you James Goldblatt, who will share what 4 years at Cass Tech looked like for him.
I had never in my life imagined I would join a book club. I've always liked reading, but joining a club designed for the sole purpose of doing so has always seemed a tad excessive. It wasn't until I went to Cass Tech and interacted with some of the people there that I realized the people around me were so like-minded, it was shocking. I was inspired by their drive and passion. Those people are family to me, always push me to be my best self, and they are the reason I went to school every day for the past 4 years. Every one of you is the reason I try to better myself every day. As a freshman, I was curious, impressionable, and, like now, still had what my hockey coach called a motor in my mouth. Freshman year was all about testing the waters for me. It was about finding my place, making friends, and seeing the new doors that had previously been unopened. My first year of finals, my first online class, my first pep rally, so many firsts, and it seemed as if they would never stop. Sophomore year rolled around, and it rolled smoothly. I remember when Mr. Ramos was a substitute, and the feeling of joy when I heard he would be joining us full-time. I remember thinking trigonometry was the hardest thing in the world, being blissfully unaware of what Mr. King would call big kid math. I remember finding my love for chess and being equally terrible at it. However, I also remember the lack of a status quo, something I appreciated. There was something special about being able to eat lunch with any group of kids any day of the week. Being able to go up to any classmate in the hallway and start a conversation. It feels like every day I was meeting someone new, until I met everyone because we have a class size of 130 students. Junior year rolled in, and I was finally an upperclassman. By this time, I had made some phenomenal friends, accidentally set off a fire alarm in chemistry, and had a great extended spring break that is yet to end. Now, we are at the end of our senior year, the pinnacle of our education before we ship up and out for college. As we are about to embark on the next chapter of our lives, take a moment and think about the times that defined who you are as a person, the times that defined your morals, values, and character, the times when you made an impact in someone's life, the times when you made a difference, the times when you felt a sense of purpose, a sense of belonging, or a sense of community. I'd like to leave you all with a bit of advice that I picked up this year. Call it my parting gift. We have already experienced difficult tribulations, like when the uncertainty of college decisions and finals were looming with their cold, hard stare, and I watched some of my close friends break down and give up, overtaken by sorrow and defeat. As I was counseling them, I realized that nobody in life will criticize you as hard as yourself. No matter what anyone else thinks, as long as in your eyes it isn't good enough, it won't do. But this is not how it should be. You must recognize that things are never as bad as you make them out to be, and the fight is only over when you stop kicking. It is important to stay motivated, no matter how rocky the road is ahead. If you can come to terms with yourself, accept yourself, and love yourself for what you are, you will be unstoppable. Don't get me wrong, I know how difficult it is. I used to hate my ADHD. I can't sit still, the motor in my mouth has yet to run out of fuel, and I noticed how different I was compared to everyone else. But the moment I understood that I will never be like everybody else, and that's all right, it finally felt like there was inner peace. After that, I was able to utilize it, with CAST providing me an outlet to do so. For instance, due to my high-octane nature, I was always super enthusiastic and animated, which made me a great tour guide for industry partners or a natural speaker for large events. Additionally, it allowed me to understand that everybody brings something special to the table, and hence, I was able to lead teams effectively. Today, my ADHD, my defining trait, has been an asset for me, but only because I began to accept myself for who I am. And as such, my message to you, the class of 2021, is to not focus on comparisons, but on uniqueness. Thank you. I now introduce to you Fernando Garcia, who will share how Cass Tech has helped make us future ready.
Howdy. Howdy. I am so happy and blessed to be speaking in front of y'all on this very beautiful day. I spoke at the grand opening for Cass Tech back in 2017, so it's quite fitting for me to end my journey at Cass with a speech. I'm here to say that Cass has changed my life for the better. Most of my peers know that I was one of the few homeschoolers attending Cass. I had no public school experience. I had no private school experience. I had no idea what to expect. At first, I was hesitant to get out of my element, but when my mom told me what Cass envisioned, I quickly said yes. Our class remembers things very different experience throughout our 4 years, but we can all agree on one thing. Cass has helped us prepare not only for college, but for the real world. They have helped point us in the right direction to find our footing and to spread our wings. This guidance has experience competing with one another and those in the workforce. Cass has helped make my dream a reality and create one of the top esports clubs in the nation. For those of you who don't know what esports is, it's competitive video gaming. With us having the opportunity to job shadow and to ask professionals questions, I understood what I needed to be taken seriously as a high school student communicating with adults. At the age of 15 or 16 years old, my buddies and I were able to build a gaming club with at least 70 members at our first meeting, which is about half the size of our graduating class. With the support from our coach, Mr. Ramos, and receiving a blessing from Dr. Akala, we were able to network with industry partners and other schools. The hard work of our student HC is what helped us stand above other schools. At Cass, we do things bigger, better, and make other schools turn their heads towards us. Without having the support of Cass allowing me to speak at panels and to represent our network, I don't know where I'd be. I can sit down and ask individuals why they came to Cass and if they were able to learn on how they can accomplish their goals in the future. Some want to be the next CEOs of a big company. Some want to protect our nation's safety. Others want to help make things more accessible for those who acquire it. Everything ties together because we want to help people. I want to help the high school and college esports scene by either becoming a coach or make leagues where family and friends can watch their loved ones compete. Slowly, that dream has started to become reality, and Cass has helped me spearhead this and create the standard of esports. I didn't know where I wanted to do or where I'd want to be when I was an incoming freshman, but I can say the same for the rest of my peers. But Cass had a vision. Thank you. They wanted to get us exposed and how we can help the world. That vision was using the power of project-based learning, learning to help encourage us do more research, stepping out of our comfort zone, understanding real-world issues, both current and past, trying to find a solution. We are constantly being motivated by each other to work 110% because of our work ethics. We were go-getters, especially with the grand style of projects we did multiple times a year, like building a World War II museum in our school, statistics investigations, this, I believe, podcast in English, and a full grade level chemistry project investigating alternative resources for industrial production. These activities help create healthy, industry level work ethics, and we rose to the challenge of being the first class of Cass Tech and the Cass Network. Walking around to see everyone's hard work pay off was a thing I look forward to every day. And to see our biggest project pay off, and to see we are all here graduating today is crazy awesome. Thank you for supporting us, and I'm excited to see where we'll all be in the next 10 years. I now welcome to the podium Mr. Brett Pyatt, a member of the industry board of the CAST Network, to share an industry perspective of our school.
Thanks. Really thrilled to be here tonight. So to open up for a moment, you're the inaugural class. So as they were running ads to try to get you to choose this school or try to get your parents to choose the school, there was a girl that was used in the photo there. And oddly enough, I had no idea. It was my daughter. She was a student at Edison High School in SAISD. And somewhere in the district, they grabbed her for a photo shoot with a Think Geek t-shirt on. And she was the one who ended up in that photo that you may have saw when you applied to come to the school. So that was my fun little story there at the intro. Tonight I'm going to talk from the perspective of our industry partner board. And I'm honored to have this opportunity to speak to you and really this amazing high school that has been built over the last 4 years, thanks to the hard work that you've all put in. The student really make the school, and the teachers and the rest of us here are there to enable you. So I have 3 short stories and topics I'm going to talk through, and if they sound interesting, keep listening. If they don't sound interesting, that's okay too. You're going to hear a bunch of us talk tonight, so feel free to just stop, concentrate for a minute, and think about something that you care about while I talk on the other topics for the rest. So first up is saying thank you is something that's very easy to do, and it's greatly appreciated by all of those who receive it. The second topic will be that nearly all great achievements are accomplished by a team, not by a lone individual genius. And the third is the most important skill that you can learn is how to learn. So for the first one, saying thank you. None of us get here where we are without the help of others. There's a wonderful book by Adam Grant titled Give and Take, from his research as an organizational psychologist, where he discovered that those who give without expecting anything in return lead happier lives and become amazing leaders. There's a difference between being a giver and being someone who's taken advantage of. And if you'd like to know more, get the book and read. That loops into number 3 that I'll get to in a moment. So on this topic, I would like to close and thank everyone in the CAST network for being able to be part of a new kind of school. I'd like to thank SAISD for being a brave district to agree to let Gene and the CAST network open up this first high school in a new kind of way. And I'd like to thank all of our other industry partners tonight: USAA, Whataburger, Geekdom, Frost, Rackspace, Route 9B, TechBlock, University Health System, AT&T, the Holsworth Center, HEB, and all the others who gave their time, talent, and treasure to support CAST Tech and each of you as students. On number 2, great achievements are accomplished by great teams. Instead of an entire book for this topic, I'll recommend a single article in Harvard Business Review titled The Secrets of Great Teamwork, which I've personally seen in CAST Tech over these last 4 years. The first step in creating diverse, dispersed, digital, and dynamic teams is to bring together team members with different backgrounds. Here at CAST, there's a mix of students from all over the county with a shared passion for business and technology as the foundation that brings you together. By building on that foundation with project-based learning, teams geared a shared, compelling mission. With that shared mission, the next superpower at CAST is the combination of different pathways that allowed you to have the mix of skills and experience each team needed to accomplish their goals. Lastly, and tying back to my first topic, the supportive and giving behavior I've seen in so many of you help keep the teams together through tough challenges, and all combined, great things happened, whether it was Cyber Patriot or the projects you worked on for your community or classwork. Lastly, as a person heading out of high school, the number one thing you can learn in life here and on the way is learning how to learn better. Through college career, you're going to have over another 50 years to continue learning in your lives. Countless hours, especially with the magic of the internet available to you. Learning, like eating, you can fill your mind with junk food instead of filling it with valuable knowledge. Every once in a while, it's okay to eat a box of donuts, but if you eat a box of donuts all day, you'll see the effects in your body. The same thing can happen with your mind if you feed it nothing but 9 cat videos. So if you actively set some time each day aside to exercise your mind, pick a topic that you're passionate and you care about and want to learn more, you will exercise your mind and you will gain and grow in the skills and knowledge that industry partners like us look for in employees to serve our organizations in the community. In closing, I'd like to thank you for letting me come on your journey through this class with a revolutionary high school and the experience of being the first graduating class at Cass Tech. Wrapping all three of these topics into a single sentence, if you go through life saying thank you, you always look for opportunities to be valued members of great teams, and you continue to invest in yourself by learning, you will accomplish things none of us here can even imagine today. Thank you. And I will now introduce to you Thomas Gossman, who will share what Cass Tech has come mean to him.
Four years ago today, I was graduating from 8th grade. While a lot of my peers were crying and hugging their classmates, I stood there talking to my small group of friends. I wasn't sad or happy. I was relieved. I felt that I had never fit in throughout my 3-year-long middle school experience. When my peers learned what high school I was going to, they threw endless questions at me, such as, why cut your own trail when there's already a paved path? One thing stuck with me from their responses, a question, why Cass Tech? The answer was simple. A high-tech high school in an awesome newly renovated building in downtown San Antonio with internship opportunities and access to college-level courses. While these are all parts of Cass Tech, they are not what Cass Tech means to me. What followed was an adventure. Through summer camps, dialogue with professionals, and challenging classes, I was met with roadblocks, inspiration, rejection, and at times, self-doubt. I had heard all the talk about perseverance and hard work, but it was Cass who deeply instilled these principles into me. While I originally thought Cass was just a group of buzzwords, I was ambitious, and soon my outlook changed. I realized there was more to Cass than a creative coalition of educators who stopped instruction at 4 p.m. I was no longer left with a mile-high stack of questions. I had answers. What's the student culture like? Cass Tech is staying after school in the computer lab, whittling away at different cybersecurity concepts. What kind of auxiliary events can you participate in? Cass Tech is attending cultural festivals and learning about different parts of the world. What are some inter-school opportunities? Cass Tech is dressing sharply, entering a room, and representing a country in a game of debate and resolution. What are the academic competitions like? Cass Tech is arguing with your teammates about the answer to a question projected on the wall. What does a Cass Tech family look like? Cass Tech is joining a book club and spending hours analyzing printed text. Above all else, Cass Tech is the greatest adventure I could have embarked on. When I fell flat on my face and watched my peers struggle, I always noticed one thing. They were not helped back up. No, they were pulled back up. Cass Tech is a rising force, a burning inferno that soars ever higher and leaves the demons behind. Cass Tech made me search my soul to find something else. I realized I could take my life in my hands, and as long as I have my extended Cass family, from the gates of heaven to the altars of hell, the power is at my command. Coming back to that moment 4 years ago, I never imagined that I would be standing here on my graduation stage after experiencing so much. Middle school was like broken glass. You get cut before you see it. It felt like no matter what you were made of, even with the wings of an eagle, you would only seem to crawl. Cass Tech is and never will be anything like my middle school experience. What makes today different from 4 years ago is that I am not addressing a small group of my friends. In fact, I am not addressing anyone here as a friend, as we have become family. Friendships fade, but family is always there, bonded by shared experiences and something greater than themselves. But I know, I am not relieved. I will be walking out of here with a heavy heart. but I know that we will always be united. Thank you for your friendship, your guidance, your wisdom, and of course, your snarky remarks. Thank you for being here with me to experience this journey. I will always be proud to call myself a member of Cass Tech's class of 2021, the inaugural class, the thunder and spark in the heart of the dark, the rising force, and the precedent for all graduating classes to come. Thank you. I now ask for Dr. Alcala to share remarks on the inaugural class.
Class of 2021, a word that summarizes your cohort is courageous. As the inaugural class, you took a strategic chance by attending Cass Tech. We had a clear vision of what learning would look like and our intended outcomes, but we had no proof of concept. You, our class of 2021, are the evidence that our school model is effective. Here are some highlight achievements from your cohort. Almost $6 million in total scholarships, over 75% attending college, 70% earning an industry certification, and over 70% completing an internship with an industry partner, local business, or nonprofit. To achieve such results, you had to exhibit courage. After all, many of your learning experiences were new to you, such as the mentorship program. This program started the second semester of your freshman year. After some coaching and training, you took a courageous step to meet with an industry professional in a small group. Many of you asked for etiquette tips as you prepared to eat lunch with your mentor and wanted to ensure you were ready to navigate a conversation over lunch. These new experiences required courage, practice, and preparation. Another new skill you learned through courage, sharing your voice. You shared your experiences and perspectives to multiple audiences, whether it was your peers, faculty, industry professionals, parents, the media, or guests from across the globe. I want to remind you that before the pandemic, we were averaging over 1,000 guests a year coming to our campus to check out this new schooling model. And you, each of you, were the stars that everyone wanted to interact with and hear from directly. As a result, you found the courage to share your voice and engage in authentic conversation as you honed your communication skills with various audiences. Remember the creation of your personal board, which Ms. Russell mentioned tonight? This took another courageous step. Your freshman year, after hearing from Mr. Lorenzo Gomez and the importance of finding people that lift you up, some of you told me how you made the bold decision to create new friendships and new behaviors to align with your goals. Some of you went as far to ask a peer or adult, someone you can go to for sound advice, encouragement, and to just tell you when you need to get it in gear. In fact, I noticed a lot of you informally chose Mr. Barber to be a part of your personal board. What a courageous and bold step. The internship program. You showed up to a real work setting and completed projects and tasks that likely made you a bit uncomfortable and nervous at first, yet provided you real-world experience to bridge the connection between what we teach at school and how it is applied in the work setting. Once again, you stretched yourself and enhanced your skill set. Lastly, you learned the courage and how to question why. Through your classroom learning, some of you had the courage and curiosity to question why, resulting in the improvement of our school. One instance specifically is when some of you asked freshman year, why aren't we studying this thing called user experience instead of graphic design? After all, it is one of the top 5 in-demand global skills. As a result of your voice, we now have a cutting-edge UX pathway for all Cass Tech students. Class of 2021, my parting words are for you to live courageously. Courage means you have been scared at times, but you didn't let fear stop you. Maya Angelou, author and poet, said, "Courage is the most important of all virtues because without courage, you can't practice any other virtue consistently." I want you to think about that quote in reference to our character awards. At Cass Tech, we recognize students each grading cycle for the attributes of C, which is character, A, attitude, S, service, and T, trailblazer. Each one of these attributes requires courage. Courage to exude character and do the right thing when it is not easy. Courage to change your attitude and behaviors for the better when others aren't doing the same. Courage to volunteer or lead a service event, particularly when you don't know what to expect or who might be showing up. And then courage to be a trailblazer and go out on your own or with a team to try something new despite the uncertainty and fear. Once again, without courage, you can't practice any other virtue consistently. Class of 2021, you have grown in courage and confidence during our time together at Cass Tech. As you journey through life as an adult, it is courage that will allow you to take on a new experience, step out of a friendship that is bringing you down, meet new people and make positive friendships, accept a strategic risk, question your major in college or the opportunities a career is or is not providing, and change course if you need to. Encourage to develop new skills. Ultimately, courage is the force behind the relationships you keep and change, the career you choose, and how you decide to make a difference in the world. In short, courage impacts the trajectory of your life and perhaps even the world around you. You each have unique, God-given talents that are to be nurtured and developed. Have the courage to listen to your heart and mind, reflect upon it, and then act. Class of 2021, we, the Cass Tech faculty, are proud of you. It has been a pleasure to be a part of your life for the past 4 years. Our parting words are you will always be special to us. Walk courageously and create the path you were meant to live. Before I ask Ms. Sorensen to join us, here is an inspirational message from our District 7 Board Trustee, Ms. Sorensen.
Congratulations, Class of 2021. You did it. In an incredibly difficult year and a half filled with fear and uncertainty, you persevered and completed your high school education. This is a big deal. Take a moment to reflect on what you have accomplished and let yourself fully feel the joy, the pride, and maybe even the relief at being done. As I've prepared my remarks for today, I spent some time thinking about what I would have liked to have heard long ago at my own high school graduation. I can't recall a single word anyone said on the stage that day. I don't expect that you'll remember anything I say either. But I will share a quote that I have often returned to when things are difficult or I feel like I'm struggling to meet a goal I had set for myself. It's a quote from the novel English Creek by Ivan Doig. It's, "Life is wide and there is room to take another run at it." I say this to myself as a reminder that life is not a straight linear path. And there will always be unexpected challenges and opportunities no matter how hard we plan. And we have the chance to grow and change as needed. Challenge yourself to do hard things, but give yourself the grace to fail, to flounder, and feel stuck. Those moments are opportunities to regroup and evaluate what is important to you and to prepare for another run, sometimes down a path that is different and even better than the one you first envisioned for yourself. Again, congratulations. Celebrate your accomplishments and know there will be many more joys and celebrations in your wide life. Thank you.
It's time Trustee Sarah Sorensen, board member of the San Antonio Independent School District Board of Education, will come forward to accept the Cass Tech High School class of 2021.
Would the class of 2021 please stand? Or is that? Oh, I did that. Okay, sorry.
They're ready to stretch.
Okay. So are you? This is. Oh, so that was the recording. So sorry. Okay. So do you want to say?
Tell them congratulations.
Okay. I wanted to just say congratulations to you all for your hard work. Take a moment to celebrate. And again, congratulations, class of 2021.
Ms. Sorensen, I do hereby certify that all of the students standing before you this evening have met the state requirements of the completion of high school and graduation from Cass Tech High School.
By the authority vested in me, I hereby accept the recommendation of the faculty and administration of Cass Tech High School and declare the assembled candidates qualified for the award about to be presented. On behalf of the Board of Education, I would like to extend my personal congratulations to each member of the Cass Tech High School class of 2021 and wish you continued success. Please be seated.
Join me in making this graduation a memorable occasion by recognizing these outstanding graduates with your applause. Seniors, this is the moment you and your families have been waiting for. Faculty and staff members will assist you as you come up to the stage, one row at a time. Will the first row please rise and come forward to receive your diplomas?
Hezron Eric Perez will be attending the University of Texas at San Antonio. Jason Manuel Salazar will be attending Texas A&M University College Station. Nathan Daniel Cázares will be attending Trinity University. Alina Zandria Errisuris Chavez will be attending Texas State University. James Sayre Goldblatt will be attending the University of Texas at Austin.
Thomas Lee Gossman. Here, I'm trying to find it.
Thomas Lee Gossman will be attending Hofstra University. Fernando Gabriel Garcia will be attending Texas A&M University, San Antonio.
Then you start with this.
Destiny R. Acosta will be attending San Antonio College. Isaiah James Anaya will be attending University of the Incarnate Word. Richard Luke Anderson will be attending Vocational College. Mary Jo Armas will be attending University of New Mexico. Milton Giovanni Ayala will be attending Texas State University. Gavin Sky Balderas has earned an industry-based certification and will be taking the Pathway to Industry. Joaquin Esteban Barbosa will be attending San Antonio College. Cindy M. Barrera will be attending San Antonio College. Christopher Michael Beltran has earned an industry-based certification and will be taking the Pathway to Industry. Raven Christos Betancourt will be enlisting in the United States Air Force. Faith Joy Cabrera will be attending University of the Incarnate Word. Christian Lee Cardona will be attending Texas State University. Christopher Carlos will be attending Texas A&M University, San Antonio. Ava Lauren Carranza will be attending the University of Texas at San Antonio. Kevin Daniel Castellano will be attending Texas A&M University, San Antonio. Corey Caleb Castillo has earned an industry-based certification and will be taking the Pathway to Industry. Hallie Lynn Chavez will be attending San Antonio College. Alexis Sol Clark will be attending San Antonio College. Ismael Tomás Contreras will be taking the Pathway to Industry. Nicholas J. Contreras will be attending Texas A&M University, San Antonio. Tony Linda Coronado has enlisted in the United States Army Reserves, will be attending University of the Incarnate Word. Khalil J. Davis will be attending the University of Texas at Austin. Braden Michael Donch will be attending Texas State University. Brandon Royce Duran will be attending Schreiner University. Christian Gallegos has earned an industry-based certification and will be taking the Pathway to Industry. Michael Evan Gallegos will be attending University of Texas at San Antonio. Christian Zachary Garcia will be attending University of Texas at San Antonio. Glenn Emerson Garcia will be attending University of the Incarnate Word. Jocelyn Zeta Garcia will be attending the University of Texas at San Antonio. Rosendo Javier Garcia Jr. has earned an industry-based certification and will be taking the Pathway to Industry. Timothy Josiah Gomez will be attending Vocational College. Wrangler Heath Gonzalez will be attending the University of Texas at San Antonio. Israel Orion Gonzalez will be attending San Antonio College. Viviana Alina Gonzalez will be attending San Antonio College. Christian James Gonzalez will be attending the University of Incarnate Word. Victoria America Lee Gunderson will be taking the Pathway to Industry. Keely A. Guzman will be attending Texas A&M University, San Antonio. Donovan Rodriguez Hale will be attending Texas A&M University, San Antonio. Adam Vincent Hernandez will be attending the University of Texas at San Antonio. Damon Lee Hernandez will be attending the University of Texas at San Antonio. Joshua G. Hernandez will be attending the University of Texas at San Antonio. Luis Antonio Hernandez has earned an industry-based certification and will be taking the Pathway to Industry. Daniel Alejandro Herrera has earned an industry-based certification and will be taking the Pathway to Industry. Michael Jamil Cruz Hill will be attending the University of Texas at San Antonio. James S. Hiller will be attending Culinary Institute of America. Alessandra Monet Holbeck will be attending Palo Alto College. Madeline Grace Holbeck will be attending Trinity University. Noah Aiden Wong will be attending University of San Diego. Tamira Alicia Jackson will be attending Texas A&M University, San Antonio. Carson Anthony Kreider will be attending the University of Texas at San Antonio. Scout Sierra Lara will be attending San Antonio College. Elizabeth Teresa Lasso will be attending San Antonio College. Daniel Carter LeBlanc will be attending University of Illinois at Chicago. Adrian C. Lopez will be attending San Antonio College. Isaias Fabian Lozano will be attending University of Houston, Victoria. Nathan Patrick Marquez will be taking the Pathway to Industry. Eduardo Martinez has earned an industry-based certification and will be taking the pathway to industry. Emily Ann Martinez will be attending University of the Incarnate Word. Esmeralda Martinez will be attending Northwest Vista College. Grace Nicole Martinez will be attending San Antonio College. Joshua L. McGowan will be attending San Antonio College. Nicholas Joe Melcher will be attending Texas A&M University, Corpus Christi. William M. Mena has earned an industry-based certification and will be taking the pathway to industry.
Jacob Anthony Miller will be attending San Antonio College. Andrea Raquel Monday will be attending Texas A&M University, San Antonio. Jasmine Marie Montes will be attending Ogle Beauty School. Zaniel Moreno will be attending University of Houston. Calista Herron Olivares will be attending Our Lady of the Lake University. Amanda Colunga Olvera will be attending University of New Mexico. Catalina May Orozco will be attending Texas A&M University, San Antonio. Amadeo Torres Ortiz will be attending Palo Alto. Chicano will be attending Illinois Institute of Technology. Jeremiah Moses Palacios will be attending the University of Texas at San Antonio. Terrence Patrick will be attending University of North Texas. Wendell Brittany Perez has earned an industry-based certification and will be taking the pathway to industry. Desiree Jade Placido has earned an industry-based certification and will be taking the pathway to industry. Desiree Charlene Quinones will be attending University of the Incarnate Word. Asier Quiroga will be attending Austin College. Nicholas Alexander Rabago will be attending Texas A&M University, San Antonio. Abram Angel Rains will be attending Texas A&M University, San Antonio. Liam Ralph will be attending the University of Texas at San Antonio. Clarissa Marie Rangel will be attending University of the Incarnate Word. Nicholas Xavier Regalado will be attending University of the Incarnate Word. Isaiah Maguire Reyna will be attending San Antonio College. Hollis Alexander Richardson has earned an industry-based certification and will be taking the pathway to industry. Marcus Aurelius Rios will be attending the University of Texas at San Antonio. Frank Joel Rivera will be attending the University of Texas at San Antonio. Juan Genaro Jesus Rivera will be attending the University of Texas at San Antonio. Eliana Cristina Robledo will be attending Texas A&M University, San Antonio. Ramiro Ricardo Rocha will be attending St. Mary's University. Danny Rodriguez will be attending Texas State University. Josiah Rodriguez will be attending Texas A&M University, San Antonio. Jonathan Caleb Rodriguez will be attending Savannah College of Art and Design. Joseph Daniel Rodriguez will be attending Texas A&M University, College Station. Karina Alyssa Rodriguez will be attending Texas A&M University, San Antonio. Daniel Josue Rosario will be attending the University of Texas at San Antonio. Samuel David Rosario will be attending the University of Texas at San Antonio. Kimberly Rachel Samuels will be attending Texas State University. Benicio Vicente Sanchez will be attending the University of Texas at San Antonio. Elena Sanchez will be attending the University of Texas at San Antonio. Isauro Sanchez will be attending Rice University. Renee Anthony Sanchez will be attending Texas State University. Kevin Sows has earned an industry-based certification and will be taking the pathway to industry. Is he next?
Paul Lane will be attending Texas A&M Corpus Christi.
William Tanner Shepard will be taking the pathway to industry. Saxon Ray Spencer III will be taking the pathway to industry. Jesus Antonio Tavares will be attending St. Philip's College. Deandra Faith Teheran will be attending Northwest Vista College. Andrea Torres will be attending California Institute of Technology. Citlali Torres will be attending the University of Texas at Austin. Daniela Tecla Vasquez will be attending San Antonio College. Esteban Elijah Vasquez has earned an industry-based certification and will be taking the pathway to industry. Braulio Cadena Villanueva will be attending Texas A&M University, San Antonio. Sofia Liliana Vincent will be attending San Antonio College. Karina Iliana Vlan will be attending St. Mary's University. Kira Marie West will be attending the University of Texas at San Antonio. Yasir Dominic Woods has earned an industry-based certification and will be taking the pathway to industry. Jacqueline Zuniga will be attending San Antonio College.
Let's give one more bigger round of applause for our inaugural class of 2021. At this time, in partnership with Dell and the SAISD Foundation, we are gifting Hezron Perez and each valedictorian from all SAISD schools a computer today as you embark on your next educational journey. We are proud to be investing in you. Hezron, would you please come up?
Did not know this was
Hold this, and if you'll look right there at him. Look at John. Right there. All right, and then I'm going to hold that. If you'll stand right here beside me, because you're up there. It's not going to do chair, okay? The word valedictorian comes from the Latin meaning, the one who says goodbye. Now that you have diplomas in hand, please welcome your valedictorian, Hezron Perez, who will have the final words this evening. After his poem, the class will turn their tassels and recede from the stadium.
What a time it is to come of age. In an age where time is taken from us by something as small as a virus. To think that while we were learning history, we were living history in one of its tighter spaces. What a way to say goodbye to childhood as adulthood comes to greet us into this next stage of our life. But presently, I consider this graduation a victory, and we all should. Because to undergo such a societal shift, to learn from mentors miles away, to bear the burden of blackouts and snowstorms is indeed an amazing feat. And though I don't know how many obstacles lie beyond this victory, I do know this. The highest mountains, we're gonna climb them. The roughest waves, we're gonna ride them. Disasters, survive them. The hopeless, revive them. And the odds, defy them. Because believe it or not, this world needs us. Cast Tech. Our character shows that we have heart. Our attitude shines through our marvelous art. Our service shows that we do our part. And as trailblazers, we know we're ready to start. And if the rest of society doesn't see that now, they will, sooner or later. That the capabilities we have developed these past 4 years are exactly what they need. My fellow Cyber Knights, go forth, shine bright. Thanks, guys. And now, for the final time, I will ask the class of 2021 to rise. Place your right hand on your tassel. Class of 2021, graduates of 2021. Congratulations. You may now toss your caps in the air.
Congratulations to our graduates, family, and friends. San Antonio ISD is proud of the class of 2021 at Cass Tech High School. We hope you enjoyed this evening's graduation ceremony. Thank you for being here for this memorable occasion. Please remember, you can relive tonight's graduation ceremony by visiting our district website. You can click www.saisd.net/graduation2021. There you can view an archived live stream of our graduation. And we are also on social media. Be sure to follow us on Facebook at San Antonio ISD, on YouTube at SAISD Communications, and on Twitter at SAISD.